I was awarded by the Best Performing Girls program through Imbuto Foundation in 2012, where I ranked second in the country in the national exams. And now that I actually think about it, it just brings back a lot of memories, because thinking about where I came from and being awarded by the First Lady, it just meant the world to me. It meant the world to my family and to many people who had supported me in my life. And so just to give you a bit of context, for me, I feel like most of my life I never felt like my life was just about me, because I happen to be the only privileged person in my family. As some of you know, because of other spaces maybe I've spoken at, I lost both my parents when I was really young. I'm from Gororo district and was raised by my grandma, who was also raising my youngest sister, who was raising my mom's younger siblings, because my mom was the oldest. So she had so much on her plate that she was doing on her own. You know, having been given the opportunities that I had and making the most of it, and being first in my class, even though, you know, there was other boys as well, maybe, who were coming after me and so on. I knew that as a girl, like, it wasn't because that it was my gender that made it possible or impossible for me to do well. However, to have that spotlight of, because at the end of the day, it doesn't take away the challenges that girls face and were facing, that made it more difficult for them to do as well, to perform as good as boys would. So to have the support of the First Lady, and there were so many initiatives that you'd hear of, Mukobwa Arashoboye and all these things, and so I think for me that made me, it really, to have that bit of the spotlight and the visibility. And once you've been awarded by the First Lady too, it's like, oh, Kagame. Like, I feel like that almost, it sets a new course for you and what's possible for you, and you really feel unstoppable. Like, if you've been recognized by the First Lady, like, what can you do? So I think it just really fueled my confidence. I felt that I have a whole support system. I have people who are cheering me on, who are rooting for me, and the country recognizes just how much potential young girls have. And so since then, I've been able to have other opportunities. Like, actually, just right after I was selected to join the prestigious African Leadership Academy in South Africa, which I ended up not being able to go, but that's a different story. But also getting into the prestigious program, Youth Corps Bridge to Rwanda, that was able to support me to get scholarships into like top universities in the U.S. So I was able to go in one of the top universities in the U.S., Middlebury College, where I truly had the best possible university education that has prepared me, that I feel like has allowed me to see the world in a different way, and to feel prepared to take on the challenges, of the world. And because I was always driven, yes, to be able to solve the problems in my community, to empower and inspire other young people who are growing up in poverty in my community, but to also be a problem solver in a way that I can actively contribute to the issues that are in my community, in the country. And so now I get to have the privilege of being a policy analyst in the Office of the Prime Minister. And for me, it's truly such an honor to be able to come from, nothing really, to then be in places where I can influence and contribute to what's happening in my country and the future of my country. I don't even know how I can describe that. I think it's important to be able to get out of the comfort zone, or the limitations and the challenges that you're going through, and to ask yourself, okay, I know I'm going through these challenges, I know I see the limitations here, but I have a dream, I have goals. What do I need to do to get to those goals? Who do I need to talk to? how can I prepare so that I can be ready for when those opportunities come my way. So that's a big thing that I would say to the girls in school right now.